cineinc.com। आदाब, नमस्कार। मेरा नाम परवेज आलम है। सन 2007 में लंदन के नेहरू सेंटर पर फिल्मी दुनिया के दो महान फनकार नसीरुद्दीन शाह और ओमपुरी के साथ मेरी बातचीत जारी है। पहले हिस्से में आपने सुना किस तरह नसीरुद्दीन शाह और ओमपुरी एक्टर बने, किसने क्या सीखा और किससे सीखा, और दोनों का जो करियर है वो कहाँ से शुरू हुआ। नसीरुद्दीन शाह को अफसोस था कि उन्होंने सत्यजीत रे के साथ काम नहीं किया, और ओमपुरी को अफसोस इस बात का था कि वो नसीर की तरह पार, मंथन और स्पर्श जैसी फिल्में नहीं कर सके। लीजिए सुनिए इसी बातचीत का दूसरा और आखिरी हिस्सा।
Now I'm going to say a word, and I know that that's going to make Nasir Saab very, very angry. But I have to ask it because there are lots and lots of people here who actually use that word every day whenever they talk about the Indian film industry. Bollywood.
It's like that Scottish play by Shakespeare, whose name you should not take.
But why? Why do you get so upset?
Because it's a pejorative. It was used to mock us by the Western press, and it's just an indication of our combined idiocy that we have embraced this term. I mean, the Bombay film industry refers to itself as Bollywood. It's like being called an idiot all your life and then making that your name. It's ludicrous, and I detest that term. And now, of course, there is Tollywood and Lollywood and Mollywood and Collywood and God knows what. The Bombay film industry should be called Follywood.
Om Sab, you were saying something.
No, I mean, whenever any Western people, they refer to Indian films, they do say, oh, that those song and dance films, So it is a derogatory term, what he's referring to, which is true.
And again, because it's based on Hollywood and Bollywood, as he said, Tollywood and Lollywood in Lahore, and it goes on and on.
And then we are always referred to as the so and so of India, the whatever of India, and you are guilty of that yourself. No, it's not. Pardon me. It's. I mean, you may be meaning it as a compliment, but it's not a compliment.
No, it's not a compliment. I mean, he's referring to something.
And it's not that I'm knocking those gentlemen who you are comparing us with and naming us in the same breath with. But why should this be the practice?
Like, for example, when we refer to Shilpa Shetty, somebody says Angelina Jolie of India.
Why don't they just say Shilpa Shetty of India? Why don't they call Angelina Jolie the Shilpa Shetty of Bollywood, of Hollywood? And it's we ourselves who do this, by the way.
They do it all the time, absolutely. I know that there are people actually like you who really detest this expression Bollywood, and they say that something should be done. Do you think
something should be done means stop using it?
And who should stop using it?
First yourself.
There are lots and lots of people here. What would you tell them, honestly? I mean,
first stop using this term yourself. I mean, if you want to be a good citizen, first start stopping at the red light. Whether anybody's watching or not. What else can you do?
What should we say? Yeah, coming back to
call it the Bombay film industry or the Hindi film industry, which is what it is.
Om Sir, do you have any opinion on this, or you are okay whatever people say about the?
No, he's right. I mean, these terms are created either mostly by media.
Yeah, these are catchphrases, and they have
like Rajiv Gandhi was called Mr. Clean. He never called himself Mr. Clean. So it was imposed on him, poor fellow.
Okay. But quickly, I'll ask just one question, and then the floor is open, and then I'll invite questions from all of you. Would you like to talk about your next project, something you are doing with Mike Nichols? He mentioned it.
The film is called Charlie Wilson's War, and it's not a very big part, but I'm playing Zia-ul-Haq, the president of Pakistan. And it's a political film. It will criticize the American policy, and it is set during the period when Russians were in Afghanistan and how Pakistan was used to get rid of the Russians.
And Om Puri Sab is also doing Victoria 203. It's a remake of an old film. Perhaps you would recall Ashok Kumar, Anwar Hussain, and
Ashok Kumar and Pran.
Pran. Anwar Hussain भी थे ना उसमें?
Anwar Hussain, याद नहीं.
हाँ नहीं Anwar Hussain थे. अच्छा तो
But that's another thing he's done, which I haven't done. I was supposed to play Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in a film which never got made.
really?
Yeah. He goes and plays Yaul.
No, that's interesting. He was offered My Son the Fanatic, which was a wonderful film.
Interesting story.
And simultaneously he was getting ready for Bhutto. So he refused that film, and that film fell into my lap.
ऐसे होता है.
ऐसे
अच्छा आप
और Bhutto बनी नहीं.
That's how the
नसी साहब,
cookie crumbles.
would you like to plug
I haven't done much work in the last couple of years. I have done small roles in a number of movies made by friends like Rajat Kapoor, Rituparna Ghosh, Nagesh Kukunur, and Anjan Dutt, and so on. Tiny walk-on parts, which I've just felt like doing, and they asked me to.
but now you are doing a major role in
And
Mohammed
this
Mutraz
is
film.
this one
Shoot
and
on Sight.
a film I did just before Shoot on Sight, which is called Wednesday.
Nasiruddin Shah Saab is playing the character of a Muslim police officer, Scotland Yard, senior most Muslim police officer in this country. And Om Puri Saab is doing an imam's role, Khalis Musalman wala. ये मुसलमानों के रोल आपको क्यों मिलते हैं?
हाँ देखो,
इसे अजीब सी बात है.
पंजाबी के रोल मुझे मिलते हैं.
ललित इन मानसून वेडिंग, ये वाकई ये क्या किस्सा क्या है? मतलब जॉर्ज खान, ज़ियाउल हक, और इस फिल्म में इनका नाम है जुनैद, शूट ऑन साइट में क्या क्यों मिलते हैं? बस
शायद नाक की वजह से.
मतलब मुसलमानों की ऐसी नाक होती है. But he speaks brilliant Arabic in this film. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह पूरी इन्होंने नमाज पढ़ी है, पढ़ाई है, वगैरह वगैरह. जो भी सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं पूछ लें, लेकिन ये बॉलीवुड वगैरह का किस्सा ना पूछें.
जी जी
आपसे मुखातिब हो रहा हूँ.
जी
10 साल पहले BBC पे आपने कहा कि मेरे पैरों में खुजली होने लगती है, यानी खुजली मचने लगती है. तो ये जो खुजली का वर्ड आपने इस्तेमाल किया
जी,
BBC पे आपसे 10 साल पहले, तो ये
क्या मुहज्जब शब्द नहीं था?
नहीं, मतलब ये कि जैसे बेचैनी होती है.
क्योंकि वो उसको और किसी अल्फाज में डिफाइन नहीं किया जा सकता उस सेंसेशन को. जब मैं स्टेज पर जाता हूँ तो मेरे तलवों में खुजली होती है. दिस इज द ओनली वे आई कैन डिस्क्राइब इट. और वो खुजली मिटती है एक्टिंग करने से.
कोई और सवाल? ललित मोहन जोशी.
Parvez, I think although Parvez has banned that question, but I would still like to ask you, why can't veteran actors like you, whom we आप हैं और बहुत सारे फिल्म मेकर हैं, वो लोग क्यों नहीं ये इनिशिएटिव लेते that nobody should use Bollywood word among the industry?
नहीं हमारे से
Because I
फर्क
have
नहीं
better
पड़ेगा.
things to
अमिताभ
do with my
बच्चन साहब
time.
को बोलना चाहिए, तो वो बोलेंगे तो फर्क पड़ेगा.
That's enough. आप इतना feel करते हैं, why do you say that you have better things to do?
Well, no, it's like being, like as I said, being called an idiot every time you go past your street corner. You can either ignore it. It's not as if you stop feeling upset about it.
Okay. Vijay Rana sir.
Isn't it a sad commentary on the state of Indian cinema that we have got two great actors and we have seen it that they don't need testimony, and they are saying that we will not be heard, and somebody who is so escapist, who has nothing to do with modern India, who does not, the kind of films he will become, always comes from a helicopter, he always abuses with everybody. So that sort of cinema which is so unreal is so effective. Where the problem lies? The cinema which is real, which is the cinema of the people, which is so it touches your heart. Nobody listens to it, and there are two guys.
It's a small minority, unfortunately.
But isn't it sad commission of society?
I prefer to look at it as we're still in the beginning stages. We are still starting off. I mean, one can get depressed to the point of suicide when we watch the movies made in one's own country, and you watch the movies made in Iran, and Spain, and Brazil, and Korea, and Thailand. And you say, where are we? We're in the Stone Age as far as making movies is concerned. So at least there is a beginning. I prefer to look at it like that. I don't despair because I have long ago given up trying to fight the monster of commercial cinema. I know it cannot be fought. It's too huge, and why should I bother trying to fight it?
I think the only way it could have been perhaps fought, which the art cinema people never use that form. I mean, if we look at the 60s Indian cinema, which was a golden period of cinema where you had Guru Dutt, you had Bimal Roy, Mehboob Khan, V. Shantaram, and they made brilliant films and socially relevant films and successful films because they used the Indian form, which is song and dance. And the songs are part of the theme.
Precisely.
You know? And now
these guys were gazing at
they shied away.
time,
the art filmmakers shied away from that form, which they should not. They should use that form to reach out to people.
And another sad truth is that
तेजेंद्र शर्मा यूं होता तो क्या होता
बिल्कुल खुश नहीं है अपनी डायरेक्शन से मैंने पढ़ा
जी
क्या ओम जी कुछ ट्राई करने वाले
मैं इनसे नसीहत सीख रहा हूँ मतलब इनसे नसीहत ले रहा हूँ
डायरेक्ट करेंगे कभी अपनी फिल्म
नहीं सर मैं
क्विकली
पंगा लेने के मूड में नहीं हूँ
ओके आगा साहब
You are the only actor who could say खून बाकी ऐसा खून का खून करते हैं What do you think about?
I think the Urdu purists tend to take offense a bit easily.
Yes.
I have to say this. I don't think it matters. It's a thing which if you have a diligent actor, he can correct on his own quite easily. But I wouldn't dismiss an actor's performance only because he can't do the khas and ghas. I don't think they are that important, provided his work has a certain authenticity otherwise.
सत्यजीत रे का
ये मैं बता दूं ये ओमपुरी साहब के साहबजादे हैं घर पे इनकी हिम्मत नहीं होती कि इनसे सवाल कर लें यहाँ इतने सारे लोगों को देख के
मैं बेटे बताऊंगा तुमको घर जाके
बेटा बताएंगे मुन्नी नसरीन कबीर
I wanted to ask both of you, now you both individually have had over 30 years of experience each. Is there any way that you can still feel a certain innocence when you are in front of them?
feel certain
Innocence. Innocence towards the performance. You're talking about truth, but truth comes from a certain innocence.
That's for you as a viewer to judge, not for us.
Do you feel it?
well there is always a sense of nervousness every time you are doing any important role you feel you're going to fail this time you will definitely fail even for Jagmohan's film though it's not a very large part but it is substantial it's 1 week work and I'm not talking about the regular commercial films where you're playing girl's father or a boy's father where usually the same things you are saying again and again. So for those films you don't feel insecure. You go put on your mustache, put on the wig and deliver the lines and take the mullah home. But for any substantial tough part you feel a sense of insecurity.
Okay.
And that I'm sure is close to being innocent.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You miss your theatre audience.
Do you miss your theatre audience?
Well, to be honest, absolutely, today I prefer cinema. Because films like Tamas or Ardh Satya or Akrosh, if I had done, the message which those films conveyed, to convey that message through theatre, it will take ages to reach out to people. Tamas is an important film, relevant film. We need reminders like Tamas every other day.
You've been raising your hand for a while.
Actually, I wanted to ask about the Al-Qazi thing. Do you Al-Qazi say anything to you with reference to character?
Al-Qazi was very unhappy when we joined Film Institute. But over the years, I think he's changed his mind.
लाशारी साहब प्लीज.
पुरी साहब, आपने कहा कि फिल्मों के नाम लिए जो मैंने सब देखी है, अखरोश, खमस, जो इश्यूज पे बनी.
जी.
आजकल इश्यूज तो बढ़ गए.
जी.
इश्यूज पे फिल्में कम बन रही हैं. तो क्या आजकल हम अपनी ऑडियंस को जो रेलेवेंट
बननी चाहिए, ये तो हम मानते हैं. और हमको तो ये उम्मीद थी जब हम 70s में 80s में जब ये फिल्में कर रहे थे, 80s में, 70s नहीं 80s में, तो हमको लगा था कि इस तरह की फिल्में बनती रहेंगी. लेकिन ये हमारी गलत फहमी थी. इसीलिए आज हमारे पास उस तरह की फिल्में नहीं हैं. और उस हिसाब से तो हम वी आर वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड. आई वुडंट से फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, बट वी डेफिनेटली आर डिसअपॉइंटेड बिकॉज वी वांट टू डू दोज काइंड ऑफ फिल्म्स.
Kishwar?
Actually, my question was a follow-up from Muni's question about how do you feel when you face the camera. My question was really how do you feel when you see the finished product, actually up there on screen. What is your reaction?
Nasir sir?
Well, one has long got past the feeling of the thrill of watching yourself on the screen, though that was very real for a very long time. I think I'm still able to summon up the excitement. I wouldn't call it fear of failure, as Om said. I'm afraid I have to disagree with him there. I don't feel any anxiety when I go into a job. And it's not because I'm so cocksure of myself, but because I enjoy this whole business so much. I can't wait to start. In fact, for me, the most painful time is between the third bell and when the curtain goes up. That is the time I cannot bear. I hope one is able to retain the naivety that is always required of an actor. I hope we don't lose that. And as I answered to Munni earlier, that it's not for us to judge, because if we start believing in ourselves as naive and innocent and so on, I think that's somewhat misleading.
Thank you very much.
नसीरुद्दीन शाह और ओमपुरी, अभी आपने सन 2007 में लंदन के नेहरू सेंटर पर इनवाइटेड ऑडियंस के सामने फिल्मी दुनिया के इन दो अजीम अदाकारों के साथ मेरी बातचीत का दूसरा हिस्सा सुना. cineinc.com पर ये रेडियो मंजिल लंदन है. इसी वेबसाइट पर आप हिंदी और उर्दू की मशहूर कहानियां भी सुन सकते हैं. हिंदी कविता और उर्दू शायरी, रेडियो टेलीविज़न के इंटरव्यू और बहुत से प्रोग्राम, सभी कुछ है cineinc.com पर. परवेज़ आलम को इजाज़त दीजिए. खुदा हाफिज़. cineinc.com